Hello, everyone. Welcome to our weekly current events chat. Unfortunately, I had to postpone it till Friday this week because of health issues. And for that, I am so sorry, everyone. But here we are having a nice Friday fireside chat. Oh, let me see. I forgot to switch back to this. Okay, there we go. Now, tonight we've got a couple of really interesting things to talk about. We got a couple of Nintendo stories to talk about. We've got the Subnautica story to talk about. We've even got the Gina Carano lawsuit to talk about. But we also got some uh, a teaser for an upcoming fireside chat live stream that's going to be done onto Rumble, talking about what's going on with Roblox
and all the stuff we can't say on YouTube.
Yes, because there's now a new list of no words that we cannot say on YouTube now. And I don't know what they are yet.
Go criff yourself, YouTube. Go criff yourself, YouTube.
Yep. And so, if this keeps up, I might end up start doing what Snowdub was doing with his show, where first 30 minutes would be on YouTube, then move everything over to Rumble.
Works for me.
Sorry, guys. I just watched my cat do something incredibly stupid, and then he pops back up and says, "I do nothing stupid," and runs off. And
so a cat being a cat.
Yep.
Yeah.
If a cat looks like it didn't do anything wrong, it usually did something wrong.
It did, yes. It's usually the reverse of the dog. You know the dog did something wrong because it'll find a corner and try to hide and try to look cute.
Yeah.
The cat will just saunter off and pretend it didn't do shit.
Yep. That or it'll openly and actively brag about how it did something wrong.
No. Yep. That some cats will actually look at you right in the eyes while they're doing naughty shit.
Something wrong. Yeah, as they're doing something wrong.
Yep.
Okay. And that everybody thinks it's cute. I refer to my two cats as little hooligans whenever they start doing stupid shit and getting into little fights and being little troublemakers and breaking shit. But that's what they are. They're little hooligans whenever they're doing that.
And this is why I hate cats. Anyway.
Well, I'll say this about Kraken. He acts more like a husky than he does a cat.
The Siberian husky.
he's a
cat. What's a cat? I'm a dog. Who the hell are you?
Dog. I'm a dog. Talk about Christopher Walken, the dog.
But yes. We will start out. Let's see, which Nintendo story should we start out with? We're going to start out with the light one. Let's hit Power World first. The Power World lawsuit. And the Power World clone. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so a few days ago, I learned, we talked last week about Power World and the Nintendo is suing Power World not because of any similarities to Pokemon, which, let's be honest, there are plenty, but because they're an actual genuine threat. They doubled down on that by allowing you can't even call it a clone. It's a piece of garbage with graphics that is in the guise of a Power World clone to be actively sold on the Nintendo online store.
Okay.
Like you can actually buy it and download it on your Switch.
Hypocrisy much? Oh,
yeah.
Much too much.
Here's the kicker though. It's not even a good one. There isn't even any sound effects or anything. There's music, but it's copyrighted music.
Wow.
Now that's oh wow. That's
Can you say lazy asshole 101?
Yeah, that's
So,
man. That's
royally screwed themselves over.
Yeah, they well and truly screwed the fucking pooch on that one. Yeah.
Whoa, yeah.
oh man, it's funny as all get out though, man. I mean, it's
They have no self-awareness, though.
Ago.
Yeah, they have no self-awareness, though. They don't even realize how fucking dumbass whatever that is, just as a actual business decision, but also how it makes them look.
Yeah.
They have no concept. They have no concept of how stupid that looks.
Yep.
the way
And
the way I look at it is quite simple actually. Are they making money off of it or not? That's the whole point about business, is you're wanting to make some money off of this stuff. And if you're not able to make money off of it, don't do it. Or
Yeah,
if you don't care about making money or making a profit, then do it. Do whatever it is you want to do. But you got to make sure I'm going into this and I'm not trying to make a buttload of money. Because I'm doing this not to make money. I know there's a lot of people that do this stuff to try to get monetized. I would not say no to being monetized, but I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this for, like I said, to be the change in the world that I want to see.
Yeah, but that's for small time of the attitude of, okay, you want to push the message more than actually get the money. But this is a multi-billion-dollar company. This is not a good business practice, no matter how you slice it.
Yeah,
it's not even about business practices at this point. They're just literally screwing themselves over for the sake of screwing themselves over.
Yeah, there is no benefit out of this at all.
What it feels like to me is this feels like an excuse, a deliberate, intentional choice by Nintendo to show the rest of the world, hey, dumbasses, we can do this and get away with it because we're too big to die. We're too big to fail. That's what it feels like.
Yeah,
and every time
you got a point on that one, yeah.
And if you're not careful, you do that stuff, you're gonna fail. Because there is nothing too big to fail.
Yeah, that's been proven several times over already.
Yep. All you have to do is look at Disney.
Yep.
Iger Corporation. Say it right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Iger Corp.
Because
you know what you get when you reverse Iger Corp? Evil Corp.
yeah.
Yep. You're not wrong.
The reason why I refer to it as Iger Corp is the fact that it's no longer Walt Disney's company. Everything of the corporate culture that Walt Disney built and made it the soul of Disney isn't there right now. They ran off all the creatives that kept that what's the word I'm looking for? That childhood wonder.
Yeah.
It's no different. It's no different than Nintendo. Nintendo's done exactly the same.
Yeah.
Nintendo used to be the company of Super Mario, the gaming giant of the industry. Now look at it. It's a joke.
Yeah.
Yep. Nintendo is to me what Disney is to Doomcock.
Yeah.
I want Nintendo to succeed. I really do. I love Nintendo with all my heart. But they've been making so many dumb decisions.
Yeah, and the level of dumb decision just seems to be getting worse. It's not even the case of, it's just once in a while, we'll make a silly decision. Oh, yeah, fair enough. It's just they constantly seem to be trying to one-up themselves with stupid decisions.
Yeah, and look at what I've touched on this in the past. about the way that the resorts are handled. Okay, that's where the majority of their money is made, is at the resorts. Now, when you start taking down the most popular rides, not just of your resort, but in the world. Splash Mountain was the most popular ride in the world.
Yep.
And it was a signature ride of Disney. They've gotten rid of the three signature rides that people love the most. Then they started removing all the water fixtures from the resorts.
And now there's no reason to go.
And
agreed.
Especially during the summertime, there in Orlando, Florida, where it gets super fracking hot. And the water, all those water fixtures was there as heat sinks to cool it down so the people could actually go in the middle of the summer to be able and actually enjoy the trip and not die from heat stroke and heat exhaustion by going to the Disney resorts. But they kept saying, "Oh, we're removing the water fixtures because it's too expensive. If you keep up your daily preventative maintenance, it's not that expensive to keep it up and running." This is what, because I know Chapek, one of the nicknames that people gave him was Cheapskate, because he would get every penny he could out of the money that he was given for running the and keeping the resorts running. But at least he understood if you did not do your maintenance on the parks, it's going to destroy the guest experience there at the resort. And if that happens, the word of mouth gets out. People are going to stop coming.
Yep.
And guess what's going on this summer?
Absolutely nothing because no one's going.
There's tumbleweeds going through. There's dust bunnies riding through there going, yippee-yay, mother. You know what? So, yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah.
But
and do they expect any less happening for Nintendo? You take out all the bits that made people want to buy games. You take out all the bits that made people want to go to the theme parks because okay, there aren't any major ones over in the US. There's a couple in Europe. There's certainly plenty in Japan. That's what made people want to go to those places was, oh my God, I'm going to Nintendo Land in Tokyo. Oh my God, look at all the, if treating it as if it's, basically Disney itself.
Yeah.
But that is the level of, cultural significance Nintendo was. Now look at it. It is well and truly a shadow of its former self.
And that's the part that's ripping my guts out, because this is stuff I grew up with. As a little kid, that was one of the things that me and my sisters always wanted to do, was go to Disney. I mean, I've told this story before about how I inherited a really messed up sense of humor from not just my dad, but my grandparents as well. Because me and my sisters one year we were literally asked, what would y'all like for Christmas? And the three of us all said the same thing. We want to go to Disney. We want a Disney Christmas. And our great grandmother says, all right, we'll have a Disney Christmas. You know what our Disney Christmas was? watching the Wonderful World of Disney on TV.
I was about to say, it was having what a Disney on TV the whole time.
Yeah.
That is a level of shit my family would do as well.
It made me go, you Bob, and people wonder why I have a messed up sense of humor.
Yeah, I can perfectly understand with that one now. All right,
Like,
so number 2 on the gaming or the game developer side of things. What else you got, Jeff?
Subnautica.
Yeah. So I've been keeping up with the Subnautica Crafton lawsuit, and I don't know much about this particular update, and it's kind of minor. Crafton has come out and countered the developers. They're being sued by the 3 developers that Crafton fired, and they're suing them on the grounds of breach of contract.
Makes sense.
Where Crafton is coming out and countering that with, oh, well, if we hadn't stepped in, they'd have done irreparable damage to the brand and the franchise, as if they cared.
Yeah, as if they're not already fucking doing that.
Yeah. As if
what a bunch of
Crafton themselves have already damaged the brand by opening their mouths and doing all this in the first place.
No, what?
Yeah.
What's got me is the fact at this moment it's a he said, she said type deal.
Yep.
Until we get some more information. Hi, Ian. What's up? Until more information gets out, especially until discovery happens, we're just looking at this going, okay, they're how long before they start throwing poo?
Yeah, quite literally, yeah.
Yeah.
And because and when that happens, that's when the popcorn comes out. So I wouldn't risk it, because whenever people start throwing poo goes everywhere. And I don't know about you, I don't like eating poo.
Yeah.
Poo.
I would just address that with you. You can't already are. You're only just starting to notice it. That's the problem. You've been living in it for God knows how long. You're only just starting to notice it.
Yeah.
But like I said, we've got so much, that we're looking at right now in all of this. Oh, excuse me. That's wild, I mean, it's like the gaming industry, both computer games and tabletop games, they're going through some shit right now. I mean,
that's a nice way of describing it.
Yeah. Did you guys see the images off on Twitter X, man, from D&D? I'm like, what the heck's this? Crazy Eyes ballerina thing.
Yeah. Oh, the new D&D whatever edition update. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
I mean, psycho ballerina looking with psycho crazy eyes. I'm like,
yeah. So someone's going for the fucking Juggalo vote,
and I'm like, this is not cool. This is. I'm not kidding, man. It is not cool. It's not cool.
Not cool, man.
All.
Not cool.
I mean, it's one of those things where you're like, well, hold on. You're wanting to break out.
That's not even fappable either. You couldn't fap over that. That's just too damn crazy.
Yeah, and then there's let's see. Here's the other one.
Oh God.
Oh my
and
God.
You're like,
Someone call the police. I'm getting major pedo vibes from this.
Yeah.
Yeah. This stuff is
That's fucked. That is literally a kid.
Mhm.
No matter how you want to fucking slice that, that's a kid.
Yeah. They're not even trying to hide it at this point.
Mm.
and that's what freaks me out about this shit. And I mean, the gay dwarves baking cookies and muffins and with matching tattoos and things of this nature. I'm like, I'm sorry. I've been around blacksmiths. Okay, they're not walking around wearing a pair of sandals because they don't want to burn their dang toes.
It is, yeah. It's 100% a fucking hipster fuckwit, bloody self-insert dream. Yo, I'm so tough I could be a blacksmith, but I've got my hipster lifestyle as well. Blah.
Yeah, it's. I'm like, what the heck's going on with this stuff? People aren't. They aren't writing this stuff, and people aren't buying it. We're looking at the gaming industry. They're hitting themselves. They're shooting themselves in their winkies, man. That's the only way to put it. They're whipping out big blades and hacking at their winkies. And
it's literally that meme. I'll give it up or whatever. It's the Abe Simpson of I put my knife in my belt because it was the style at the time.
Yeah. And
It's
you're like, I'm watching this stuff happen, and I remember making it through the Satanic Panic. Okay.
Yeah.
And that right there is just part of the reason why I'm not that really. I have a hard time when it comes to Southern Baptists. Not all Baptists, but the Southern Baptists, because it was the Southern Baptist Church that was the worst when it came to doing the whole Satanic Panic BS. And oh boy. But like I said, I watched as we were able to get past that. Then we got into the open gaming license when Wizards of the Coast bought TSR, and we got 3.0 and 3.5, and the D20 modern system. When that stuff came out, it was a renaissance for the tabletop gaming industry. It allowed small-time publishers to be able to put stuff out, and it would sell. And we went from it just being a couple of companies that was turning out gaming stuff to a very diverse field of publishers. And you could find anything, you could find anything you wanted to play. Now it's almost like everything's a cookie cutter. And that's frustrating to me. I'd like a lot of different stuff to be out there. That's why I collect role-playing games. And I read these different settings and these, because it's the differences that attract me to it. Okay, this game has this in it and I like it. Boom, I'm going to put that in my fantasy setting. Okay, I like this from the Dragonlance. I'm going to take that and put it in my fantasy setting. And that's mix and matching stuff and taking it and making your own mishmash world of all the really cool stuff from all the different settings that you can find. But for those of you who don't know what I'm about to talk about, find an adult to tell you what Fatal is.
I don't know what to do. I am an adult. I am an adult.
I need an
I
adult
need
for an adult.
Fatal was a role playing game that people lost their ever loving you know what from, because it's a fantasy setting in another time and another place that had some really wild, crazy stuff in it. Think of the book of erotic fantasy and then give it meth.
So it was just basically the walking crack addict's version of fat porn.
Almost.
Unbelievable.
There are memes about it. I'll send you a couple of those memes on Discord later so you can see it and get why I think
you can't put them up here.
No. We will definitely get kicked off of YouTube.
I've just found a perfect one. I'm gonna say this and I'll bring it up in a second. I'm trying to find that meme I was talking about with Abe Simpson.
But
it was only recently, but fuck, I can't find it now.
But it's a whole bunch. It's a web comic that has a whole bunch of these girls playing what looks like Dungeons and Dragons, and they're talking about anal circumference, their ovum defense.
Oh my god!
Barrier. All it's crazy. It's wild. I think it's one of the funniest set of memes out there because the fatal setting, it was so wild, man. It just literally you have to be at least 21 to open the book. I'm not talking 18. You better be 21 to open this book.
I'm pretty sure there's another book that I know of that's in that sort of situation, and it's a cookbook, but it's not a cookbook.
Yeah. Yep. And
it's for anarchists.
Yes, the anarchist book. I used to have a copy of that.
You weren't meant to say that. That's why I sped it up like
that. No, I did. I had a whole bunch of training manuals from when I was in the military, from special operations on improvised weapons and equipment. And
you can't talk about the boom booms. That's what I'm trying to do.
But I mean, whenever you know how to do this sort of thing, people look kind of weird at you. And but it doesn't bother me none because I'm a cripple. Nobody's gonna mess with me.
It's almost like having a brain is a fucking superpower at this point.
Yeah, that's because people have these short-term attention spans and they don't want to research stuff.
There you go.
Right. Why is it that whenever you use the word cripple, the first thing I thought of was that scene from Family Guy when
the Sydney Sweeney.
The Joe who got the when Joe got the parrot and Peter taught to say cripple.
Yeah. Hey, I admit, I am proud to call myself a cripple. You know that?
Yeah. What am I going to say? You being proud of being a cripple is offensive? Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't bother me. You guys hear me talk about the fact. Yes, I'm broken. I admit it. And it's a fact. It doesn't bother me. Well, it does bother me that I'm a shut-in all the time because I have to rely on other people to take me places. But hey, adapt and overcome the best you can. But no, I mean, the whole Subnautica thing, it drives me nuts because you got multiple sides of the story, and we still haven't got to hear the full story yet. So we can make
like all things, the full story doesn't whatever for the narrative. Yeah. The narrative relies on the full story not being known.
Yeah. and it's wild. Now, the next thing up that we're going to be talking about is this is the second Nintendo story we've got for the night, and I'm still
Heckin' Nintendo.
I never thought Nintendo would be this douche baggery of people, but they're truly bringing out the che of douche bag on this one. So take it away, Jeff. Take it away.
So recently, let me pull up the article here. Recently, Nintendo.
Yes,
Let me read the title of the article here. It says Nintendo scores a masterful own goal by forcing its games out of a 9-year-old charity speedrunning event, and tells the organizers those 9 years, quote, constituted unauthorized use for good measure.
I had to light a cigarette. I had to light my cigar for how much that just sucked.
Yeah. So Nintendo is basically comes straight out. Hey, we don't want our money. We don't want our games, no matter what they are, how old they are, how much they suck, or whatever. We don't want our games being used for anything good or charitable.
So they're not going to allow a charity group to do we're raising money for our charity, and what we're wanting to do is have people come in and play Mario Kart races as a way of getting people to come in and start putting money down for who wins, and all the money goes to charity.
Yeah, so apparently Nintendo's basically decided, hey, let's go the extra mile to show our fans just how much we suck. My thought process on this whole thing is, hey, Nintendo, if that's the way you're going to do it, then just don't exist. Just stop existing. That's where it's headed. That's how I feel.
Quite literally, it's just stop making fucking games. Stop giving a shit about making games. Just cease. Just quite literally, just close the company. Fuck off.
This is one of those things that this used to be a no-brainer type thing to get behind because it's free advertising. It's goodwill.
It's publicity. No publicity is bad publicity. Every kind of publicity is good, as long as it's if it's benefiting you, it's good.
Yeah, and I'm looking at this story, and I've been sitting here going, "What on earth is causing them not to allow nonprofit charities to be able to just say, hey, we want to take these old games."
Well, forget any kind of non-profits. Anyone who's running any kind of charity stream, running charity streams is a set of rules you have to abide by. So anybody who's running a charity stream who's following those rules, there's nothing they can do to rip people off. If people donate and then if they try and rip them off, the law comes down on them like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
So they can't even use that. Oh, it could be used to swindle customers and make us look bad. Yeah, name me one charity stream where that has happened. Even if they've attempted it, they've failed.
Yeah, I'm looking at that, and I'm just trying. I'm racking my brain trying to get my brain around this. That if a charity is raising money for a charity that's not making profit, How on earth is that negatively affecting you, especially if it's an old game that nobody is really playing anymore?
Yeah, surely having the exposure is a good thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm sitting here going. What the? I mean, there's the games that
I've got it. I've got it, Richard. I've got it. You know what we're doing wrong?
what?
We're trying to look at this in a sensible and logical manner. This is not something you can do with this. There's our first problem.
Wait,
Yep.
are you telling me that women are in charge of Nintendo now?
Hey, he said it. He said it. I did not say it. He said it. I did not say it. He said it.
Nothing got to do with me. Nope.
Yep. I involve myself in all responsibility. He said it. He said it. Doesn't mean it's not true, but he said it. I involve myself in all responsibility. YouTube, fuck you.
Well, it is my channel, so I had to be the one to say it.
Fair. I jab it oath, you jab it oath. Fair.
Because I'm looking at I'm seriously, this is the type of thing I would recommend. You know, if you're going to do a charity stream and you're trying to raise money, I don't know, let's say you're trying to raise money for childhood leukemia research, okay?
Which is a perfectly noble cause. There's no downside to a cause like that. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and so I would basically set it up to where have somebody do sponsorships, okay, of Mario Kart. You know, have a player. Each player would have somebody sponsoring them, and the longer that person stays in the game, the more money that the people sponsoring them is donating to the charity, right?
Agreed.
And
I am seeing no downside here. You're just laying out a basic plan model, and I'm seeing no downside here.
And I'm looking at that, and I'm like thinking, you know, there's nothing here except for cake. You know, Nintendo's not losing anything, but it's gaining goodwill.
As I said, there's our first, as previously stated, our first problem is we are reacting to this with sense and logic in mind. Goodwill doesn't put money in pocket as a resource. You cannot get money from goodwill, and that's the real issue. They cannot monetize goodwill. It can increase money intake for sure, but it cannot be monetized.
Sadly, you're right.
And that's their real issue, is the fact they can't make money off it.
Yep, and if they can't make money off of it, they don't care.
Yep.
Our government treats it the same way.
Yeah.
As much as I wished I could deny otherwise, you are perfectly correct.
Yeah, and that's all government, though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It used to be there was a couple of countries you could run off to and be protected from some crazy shit. It's like, I want to be able to say this. Okay, come over to this country and you can say that.
This is some crazy shit. You got to come out of the closet.
The United States used to be one of those countries.
Yes. And that's what drives me nuts.
It's sad.
Yeah. Yep. But like I said, just one of those things of what the hell's wrong with these people? All right. Our next story is going to be, we're going to be touching on the Roblox stuff, because we're going to be, like I said earlier, we're going to be doing a Rumble stream on this next story. Because
and I know
we're just doing a teaser and a brief overview of the story because we're going to be having to do a deep dive into it because Jeff was doing a deep dive, started to try to do a quick deep dive before we started this during our hour lead up as we were discussing what we were going to be talking about tonight. And he was like, oh shit. This
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Because he said it was so. He said it was so flipping deep, and
And not in the good way.
Exactly. Nope. And he just like, oh man, this is messed up. This is messed up. It's getting crazier the more I look at it.
Yep.
So, plus the fact it's dealing with a subject that talking about here on YouTube is one of those. There's too many no words in what you're talking about. So,
yep.
We're coming after you.
Pretty much, if I were to use the actual proper wording for the whole thing, it would just be beep.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I don't know about you, but that's just fucked.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's insane.
Ego Rich, I just put one up for the one up for the screen. This is us having the discussion about this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly, man. And I'm like, why the hell are you here? Because, okay, when we did the poopy diaper discussion, the guy got caught in a poopy diaper. And I was like, come on, Shrubby, you got to come for this one because you got to bring your poop jokes, man. You got to bring your A game for the poopy jokes. And you weren't able to make it because
shit.
Yeah.
This blows that out of the water. I'm gonna tell you right now. That was child's play compared to this.
Yeah,
no pun intended.
Yeah. No.
And I'm looking at it going, okay, this is messed up. This is a fluffy moment.
Big, healthy, husky, fluffy, and dumb.
And my favorite one is when he goes, I didn't know somebody your size existed.
I didn't know they made you. Anyway, sorry, continue, Jeff.
Yes. Go ahead.
So the basic rundown of it. Roblox has sent a cease and desist and banned from their community the user Schlep after he reported and aided the police in getting 6 PDFers banned and arrested. He helped the police get 6 PDFers arrested on the Roblox community. And Roblox sent him a cease and desist saying he was violating community guidelines and had him banned. Now, there's a rumor that they're talking about suing him. And the state of Louisiana, the entire state of Louisiana is suing Roblox.
Yep, buddy. Like I said, and before we came on, Jeff was going over a lot of the TikToks videos that this guy has, where he's showing the things that he's discovered and been dealing with. And Jeff said, this is messed up, man.
Yep. There are things that I legit cannot talk about on YouTube.
And I you know me, I can't stand it when people mess with kids, and can't stand it when they mess with animals, because those are two, and mentally handicapped people who can't make informed consent. It just Lama, 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 lama. I need to calm down.
Yeah. It is my brain right now. I'm about to put up another picture of my brain right now because, I can't even form a coherent sentence right now. The level of sheer dumb fuckery. Honestly, it makes absolutely no sense to me at all.
Yeah.
But
This,
I mean,
this is
look
literally. Here you go. I just dropped it. This is me right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am
much.
quite literally doing the Mike Wazowski brush face. This is fucked. There is no logical, sensible, or even legal reason for them to have fucking done that at all.
Yep.
Well,
In fact, them doing it only further criminalizes themselves.
Well, look at YouTube. Okay, YouTube is pretty much done some of the same type of stuff when it came to like predator posters and places like that. You know, that were live streaming them catching PDFers that were they were. Alex Hansen, is that the guy's name that did it for on TV? The news guy.
One of those sort of
I know his last name was Hansen.
Yeah, one of those kind of people. Anyway, continue.
And they kept catching all these dudes showing up to get jiggy with some little kid. And they catching people doing crazy stuff like the dude in the poopy diaper. And I mean, YouTube went after the dudes that were catching these dudes, these bad guys. And I'm like, why are you
talking about absolutely no self-awareness whatsoever? Yeah.
You want to know what's even more screwed up about the whole thing?
You're going to tell us, I'm sure.
Yep. Roblox actually has games on their platform where literally the whole purpose is for a grown-up to share a bathroom and or shower with a minor. They literally have those kinds of games on their platform. And only removed one of them after the whole schlep thing blew up.
Wow! So
they literally have games on their platform where the whole point is for PDFers to be PDFers.
That's fucked. I'm sorry, that's fucked.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's putting it mildly. That's being polite.
Richard, the TV's drowning you out again. You might want to cut that off.
Dang it. Come on. Stop making noise. But yeah, I'm like, what the hell? Because this is one of those things that just really drives me nuts because it's just you don't do that, you know. Adults are supposed to protect the little ones, be it the little ones in body or in spirit or in the mind. Don't mess with them. You protect them.
Again, you're speaking from a moral. You're speaking from a moral area that is non-fucking existent with these assholes.
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
It's times like this. It's times like this. I'm glad I don't identify as a human being.
Yeah, because most human beings are fucked in the head. Yeah.
Yep.
I just wish that there was I just don't know what to think. It's I look at this sort of stuff, and then when I see people that are making it harder for the good guys to catch the bad guys, I have to ask the question of why. Why?
Pure greed.
The main
Pure
reason
fucking
is,
greed.
well, I don't even think it's that. I think it's more of, if they're trying to stop you from catching the bad guys, it's because they themselves are the bad guys.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
but-
afraid of, because that's just that's the only way I can. And it's the only thing that's making sense to me, is that the bad guys are in charge there, and they don't want nobody to get caught. And it's like the stuff with the quartering, because he was calling out some very bad people that were being approved to be referees at Magic the Gathering tourneys, and they banned him from being able to do that sort of thing. So I'm just looking at it and asking a simple question of, what the hell, dudes? What the hell? Because there's so many kids that play Roblox. My niece plays Roblox. My son's little sister plays Roblox.
As I was explaining to Richard before we started, my girlfriend and I started playing Roblox a couple months ago, and even then, we're only playing one game, and we have our own private server.
And I'm just looking at all this and trying to think.
It's, as I said, before you give yourself a fucking aneurysm, Richard, don't. Just do not try and put any do not try and put any kind of logical thought into this. All you're doing is hurting yourself, because there is no logical thought to this. It makes no sense. People are stupid. People are retarded. Go with it.
Yeah, I agree. I just, damn, it's messed up. Okay,
it is. It is 100% messed up. It's fucked. It shouldn't be fucking happening. And if they had any fucking decency, they'd apologize to the guy and fire all their staff, because decision had to come down from somewhere. That decision had to have been made somewhere. So whatever the decision, and then didn't push back on it all the way down, all of them deserve to go.
Yeah. Well, next up, the Gina Carano lawsuit.
Oh God, this is going to hurt even more.
I'm happy for Gina Carano. She's one of my favorite people. The fact that the rumors are coming out saying that she's going to actually get to be able to, they're going to bring back Cara Dune, and they're going to let her headline her TV show. If they do that, I'm all for it. Yes, please do. The only thing that would make it better is if they change her costume into a sheer thong.
Personal choice, of course. Personal choice.
Yes, personal choice. I don't care what color it is, as long as it's sheer. But I really was looking forward to Discovery, because Gina's not the only one in Hollywood that's gone through this.
Agreed.
Because the means that they used to blacklist her, if it had got to Discovery, we could have found out who the whole Whisper network that does the blacklisting. and they could have all been rounded up and gotten rid of, which is the biggest reason why they settled it was because I bet it was a whole bunch of massive big names, just like the big names that protected Harvey Weinstein. You know,
that's no exaggeration. That is highly likely.
Because I mean, there's the documentary Quiet on Set. If I remember it right, it's on HBO. If you've not seen it, guys, it's worth the paying to stream it. It talked about what went on in at Nickelodeon with the PDFers that was doing that sort of thing, which included Pickle Boy and some of the really messed up stuff that happened and all of that mess. It's wild.
You notice they made the William Shatner presented documentary about Chaos on the Bridge that did the same thing for Paramount. You notice that got disappeared off streaming very damn quick. I wonder why that was.
And it's okay. It's one of the reasons why I'm grateful I did not end up getting the job in Hollywood doing costume designs when I got out of the Navy. I had a sweetheart deal lined up because I was going to go and do costume design the contract was for 5 years. And after 5 years, they would help me start doing clothing design. And I was looking forward to that. That'd be awesome. I was going to go and design clothes for famous people. And
can you imagine the sort of jokes that you would have made that you would be getting absolutely fucking ripped for now?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I am so grateful I did not go and take that job because I would have got in all kinds of trouble.
Which is fucked because, you are not the sort of person who would have capitalized it. You would have made as lewd and as fucking crass a jokes as you'd ever fucking hear. But that's all they were. And that's all they would have ever been.
Mm-hmm.
But that's enough to cancel you now. Like, what the fuck?
Yep. People getting canceled for things that happened 40, 50, 60 years ago that don't even matter anymore.
Yeah. And it's insane. And I look at it and I think of the fact that they're so it's literally one of those things that makes you ask the question of how deep is the rot there.
I will simply pull up the video of Razor's Hollywood was always red, point to it, then look at you, then look back at it and point more enthusiastically.
Yes, I've seen the video three times already because it's one of those really good exposés that he did.
Yeah. That is literally the only answer I ever give anybody when it says, how much is all this rotten, all this, all this politics shit go deep in Hollywood? I said, well, watch this and you'll find out.
And
buck around and find out.
Yep.
It's one of those things that I am so grateful that she got the lawsuit and that she won it, even though it was a settlement instead of the courts actually going, okay, we're going to look into this. We got discovery. We want to see everything.
Yeah. Honestly, though, I'd have rather she walked away with no settlement, but we got the discovery. Honestly, nothing against Gina Carano. She is a gorgeous woman in all respects.
Mhm.
You know, I do have nothing bad to say about her. I don't know her personally, so I have nothing bad to say about her. But in overall, I'd rather she got absolutely no fucking settlement whatsoever, and she never got to work with Disney again. But we got the Discovery.
Yeah,
You know,
because
that I would much rather have preferred that outcome. And personally, I think she probably would have as well.
well, I know one of the things about lawsuits like that is it's super stressful, and even if you're holding all the cards, it's super stressful. At one time, there was a time I actually wanted to be a lawyer, but my grandfather said if I became a lawyer, he's gonna disown me.
I could have been a lawyer, but I just had too much heart.
No, it literally was the fact that my grandfather looked me square in the eye and said that if I went and became a lawyer, as he put it, instead of a lawyer, he would disown me. And before he died, he actually said, I regret telling you that because I think you would have actually been one of the few good ones. Because
it's literally why Rowan Atkinson made that devil skit. You know, thieves, marauders, and lawyers. You're down in that lot.
Yeah. Because to me,
Jeff, you snacking? Jeff, you snacking? You
No,
are
I'm
snacking
doing-
on stream, Jeff.
I am not eating or snacking. I'm playing with Legos in the background.
It literally sounds like you're digging in a bag of chips.
Hang on.
Legos. Which one is that?
Lego.
It's a random. It's a bag of random minifigs. I'm looking for a specific figure.
Ah, okay.
That reminds me of the Colin Metzger voice edits. It's 8-year-old him. Fucking Legos. he's throwing Legos around and whatever. Then 40-year-old him steps on Legos. Fucking Legos.
But yeah, I told Richard earlier, Gina Carano may not have needed the Discovery. She may not have needed all of the names of all the people and how deep the corruption goes. But there are thousands and thousands of people whose lives Disney has ruined who absolutely did need it.
Yeah,
agreed.
That's the only part about this I don't like, because the Discovery.
Richard TV.
It's not the TV. That's Logan. Logan, hold it down a little bit.
Turn it down before I come in there and smack you with a control.
But yeah, we're okay. When it comes to the Discovery, it's like I said, the Whisper Network. Because there was the Whisper Network in the comic book industry that was causing all kinds of issues in the comic book industry. You had
the fucking Melissa McConaughey fucking level of bullshit.
Yes, and there was going to be 3 articles about it, and we only got the first 2. The third one we never got to see, or I haven't got to see it yet, if it did get released. And I want to see it because this is one of those things. I mean, I used to go to these conventions all the time. I got to meet the big names, got to be good friends with some of the big names. But the whole Comicsgate stuff ended up causing a lot of the people that I used to hang out with and talk to all the time stop talking to me, because I'm like, look, the storylines aren't good.
Yeah, there's nothing redeeming about any of these movies. Yeah,
and it frustrates me because superheroes are supposed to inspire you to be greater. Okay,
That's their whole that's their whole purpose. That is why they exist.
Yep.
Exactly. And they're and this is what is so upsetting to me, because it's not inspiring anymore.
Nope.
Instead of
It
there
is
being
not.
an actual character there, they're putting a a fraction of a characterization up and a stereotype to be the character, you know,
Mm.
and that drives me batshit crazy.
Oh, I don't blame you. It drives all of us batshit. Anyone with a fucking brain stem, should drive batshit crazy.
Well, I look at it this way, okay? I could see myself in Nightcrawler, Kurt Wagner, the blue
They call me the Incredible Nightcrawler.
demon-looking dude. I could see myself in that character.
The one
I
who
could see-
the one who ironically happens to be Catholic.
Yeah, and I'm not Catholic, but I can see myself in him. I could see myself in Captain America. I could see myself in Batman. I could see myself in the Black Panther. I could see myself in Luke Cage. I could see myself in all these different characters.
Okay. Well,
And it didn't mean it just blows my mind that if the character on the screen or on the page doesn't look exactly like me, I can't identify with them. That entire mindset
It's bullshit.
is bullshit to me. That's the best way of putting it. It's bullshit to me. It just doesn't make sense to me.
well,
Hmm.
Yeah,
shoot out the button.
they've
So
gone
I-
from superheroes to super zeros.
Smacks her
Exactly.
You were sitting on that one for a while.
But it all this sadly it has proven my biggest point when it comes to comic books and movies and TV shows and novels. There's no such thing as a bad character. It's bad writers.
Yep.
Simple as that. I mean, there's some good actors that have been given some really crappy characters to write, to put out there.
I mean, the
Okay.
fact that even Ryan Reynolds makes an entire fucking joke out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He's made it a joke in just about every single fucking Deadpool movie in some regard.
And I mean, I'm looking at this thinking, good character concept. I want to see what this character can do. And instead of finding a good writer who can write this character, they go and they cast a writer that looks like and has the same background as that character, and not asking, can this person actually write? It's like the America Chavez series that they had there at Marvel that was written by Gabby Riviera. The worst comic book I have ever read. It made me cry. It was that bad.
Terminal in hand. Larry has woken up.
The covers of the comics were really, really beautiful.
Yeah, it's kind of sad when the people designing the pictures and the cover are the only ones doing their fucking job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but Gabby Riviera, like I said, the only reason why she was given the job was, oh, she's Puerto Rican and a lesbian. That was it. That was the whole reason why she got the job.
What do you want me to think?
It's literally the logic behind why certain whatever outrage minors and whatever. Oh, she's a Karen and she's a woman, therefore she's qualified to do this.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't make sense to me. Now, the Whisper Network that was in the comic book industry was that, like, everybody was like, "Oh, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist," and then they had proof it exists. We had the same problem in BattleTech because there was a Discord server that these people that have taken control over the BattleTech fan community that were behind the scenes organizing and going after not even conservatives, but people who were speaking, saying, "Hey, this doesn't need to be in the game," because the lore of the BattleTech universe was already very, very diverse. I used to have the first edition house books for the BattleTech universe that they were like history books that was telling you the history of each of the different factions, that told you about the societies, about the industries, and about their militaries and the cultures of each of the different factions and all the different worlds. And there were several times in their various histories that they would refer to a leader or a commander who had a same-sex spouse or a same-sex partner. And it was just mentioned offhandedly in the description. Didn't make any big deal about it because it was showing it didn't, it was so common. Why bring attention to it?
Yeah, it's like, how do you describe a horse when everybody knows, or why would anybody think to describe a horse when everybody knows what a fucking horse looks like?
Exactly.
No horse.
No fucking horse. Don't mention the call. No fucking horse.
Unless it's ginger horse. Now, if it's ginger horse, that's a different matter.
Fucking ginger horse neither. You put a horse. That's gonna make it any less hot.
I'm more of a ginger wolf boy myself.
Yes, I agree.
Hey, ginger wolf is hot. That's why I say ginger horse is awesome, because it is ginger wolf.
Having the horse mask on degenerates her hotness. There is nothing hot about her having a horse mask on. You are hiding the face. How dare you?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair,
you have the paper bag over the ugly, so you don't have to look at the ugly.
Yeah, to be fair, there is nothing hot or sexy about horse masks.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. That horse masks have never been, and will never be sexy.
True.
It's touch and go for fucking gimp masks. Seriously.
Wait, you're into that?
I will neither confirm nor deny.
So, baby powder or baby oil?
I will neither confirm nor deny. Next question.
Plead the fifth, Shrubby. Plead the fifth.
Yes, as I said, I will neither confirm nor deny. Next question.
You know we love you, Bubba.
No. Gay. That's all I'll say to that right now.
But like I said, that's, oh God, that's just too funny. But yes, these whispered networks, they exist. And we do know, if we could have gotten the discovery, we would have actually been able to have the hard evidence of the whisper network that was running through Hollywood. And we probably would have ended up finding out just what type of blackmail material it is that Kathleen Kennedy has allowed her to keep her job despite all of her flipping failures.
And that you've hit the exact nail on the head of why they settled rather than do that, because that is quite literally giving us the ammunition to put the proverbial gun to their head, and
Yeah.
they're not going to do that. They'll do that.
Yeah.
They'll do that with their dying breath.
And that's the part that gets me, man, because incompetence every now and again you'd actually be able to, if it was just incompetence, oh wow, we just actually got something that works. Let's run with it. But no, hey, we got something that works. Let's fuck it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Put a ticket and make a name again.
And that's what they did.
That's it. Put a ticket and make a name again.
And I'm like, come on, what's wrong with you people? I'm looking at some of the best.
Bushels and stalks, my dude. Bushels and stalks.
Yeah. I just think that we have the ability to have some.
We have the technology.
Yes, we've got this awesome. The special effects are gorgeous. The production values are gorgeous.
We have the technology to screw it up.
Awesome. But it comes down to the scripts suck.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like Strange New Worlds.
Mm.
Okay. The casting for that is good for the most part. There's a couple of the actors that they've got in it, I'm not too that happy with. The kid that they got that's doing Kurt in Strange New Worlds, no.
Yeah, not interested. Yeah.
And then you got Spock, he's okay. They should have got somebody better though. Anson Mount though, I thought was doing a pretty good Pike. But that's because I like Anson Mount. I loved him in Hell on Wheels and a couple of the other shows that he's done. I mean, he was actually pretty good on the Inhumans.
Mm.
But I liked a lot of the cast that they had for the Inhumans. That my problem with Inhumans was, like I said, the writers. The storyline, the plot line that they used, it just was not that good. Because the dude they had for Mad Max, man, he was really good. The guy that played Ramsey Bolton playing the insane Inhuman, that he pulled that, he got that role pretty good.
He seems to play insane lunatic very well, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
I'm an insane lunatic.
Not this insane. Do you
you pull off unhinged very well. Yes, you cannot pull off you cannot pull off insane and lovable. That's your problem.
Yeah. Insane, yes. Lovable, no.
No.
Well,
Yeah.
I can do either or, but I can't do both at the same time.
Both. Yeah, you can't do both.
But like I said,
by my own admission.
But it's like I said, you've got these really, really good characters that they have just totally given the worst writing staff for. And it just drives it's batty. It really is. I love Marvel. I love DC. I love these comics. They're awesome. I mean, it's like what happened with Shitterson. And when they put him in charge of G.I. Joe for a while, and he started doing some really crazy shit there.
G.I. Joe.
And it was bad enough that Hasbro actually told IDW, no, he has become nowhere near G.I. Joe because the G.I. Joe fan base basically went, no more.
Yeah,
Because
go fuck yourself.
Because he was putting some really messed up stuff in there. I mean, had an obese Samoan woman as a heavy machine gunner.
Fuck's sake.
Homoerotic artwork all over it, and literally denigrating people who had served in the military. And the majority of the people who read G.I. Joe are either veterans or active duty or related to them in some way. It did not go over well. And
yeah, as it fucking shouldn't. Yeah.
And IDW actually was going to let Sanderson keep doing the writing, but using a pen name. And people within IDW was like going, Hasbro, you know how you said that this guy is not be allowed in the same building whenever this stuff is getting done? Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to get around this so they can keep him here to keep screwing with it. And Hasbro dropped on them.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no.
No.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, Hasbro is one of the few companies I still have any sort of respect for.
And that's wearing fucking thin.
Especially with what's been going on with Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
I mean, the Crazy Eyes thing, I mean, like, oh, shoot. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't forget
bad enough it looks shitty and crazy. It looks like a female version of Joker. They've relatively crossed the line. The fact it looks like a fucking child.
Mm-hmm.
And no exaggeration. It's not even it's just a very small adult. No, it quite literally looks like a child.
And that really,
yeah.
That's
but
enough.
They can't even make they can't even say, but Uzumaki-chan looks like it. No, she fucking doesn't. She's small. She's short. That is a literal child.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she is a child. There is no skating around it. There is no whitewashing it or excusing it. That is just straight up a freaking child.
And I'm looking at it, the stuff, and the interior artwork is so messed up. And at one time, there were people that worked in the industry that saw me and saw my artwork and said, "You're going to be doing this one day," and that's what I wanted to do. And I mean, heck, Larry Elmore saw my artwork when he was looking at my portfolio and asked which companies I was already working for. And I said, "I'm not working for any yet. I don't think I'm good enough." And he looked over at David Dietrich, and I can't remember the other artist's name that was there at the convention. And he looks back at me and he says, "Do me a favor. Keep feeling that way until I retire." And I was like, okay.
Yeah, you couldn't get a better fucking compliment than that, Richard.
And I was like, at the time, I was 19 years old.
You fool!
And
you stupid boy.
Because I did not think I was good enough at that point. And to this day, I don't think I'm good enough now.
You stupid boy.
And because I'm my harshest critic when it comes to my artwork. And heck, I'm my harshest critic on every damn thing. But that's just me, you know.
Mask slip, change subject.
But I look at, I think it's one of the reasons why I love the medium so much. Comic books, superheroes, G.I. Joe. I classify that as superhero stuff. even though it's supposed to be action adventure. The G.I. Joe team are pretty much superheroes because they're doing stuff that regular people can't do, and it's inspiring.
Actually, fun
And-
fact: if you're going by the original '80s cartoon, GI Joe and the Transformers canonically take place in the same universe.
Yes.
Yep.
And it's also takes
Oh,
place
now,
in the
now,
same.
now that, yeah, now that's a deep dive I want to fucking go into.
Yeah. Actually, in the season 3 episode of the Transformers called "Only Human," a character heavily resembling and is actually implied at the end of the episode to be a retired Cobra Commander.
Yeah,
Actually
Old Snake.
appears in the episode. Yep, Old Snake.
Damn,
At the end of the
dude.
episode, at the end of the episode, he even gives the old Cobra war cry.
It's
Damn, dude, I'm gonna go back and watch this shit.
yes, oh god, the cartoons were awesome. And the role playing game
Years.
that is out, the Transformers role playing game and the G.I. Joe role playing game are the same universe. It's also the company also does the Power Rangers RPG. Don't tell Theta this, but I've been thinking about getting him the Power Rangers role playing game for Christmas.
He watches this, remember?
Nobody's watching right now, so
No,
tell him. Nobody tell him.
He'll go back and rewind, genius.
No, he won't. No.
Yeah, he will. He has done. I know because I asked him.
Yeah.
Theta, you didn't hear that. That's annoying. But because I bought they also did the My Little Pony role playing game, and I bought that for my little sister and my niece.
My girlfriend would love a copy of
My
that.
Little Pony.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Are we talking which generation are we talking? That's the question.
I'll have to show you. The role playing game's pretty cool. It's but then again, I like role playing games.
Yeah.
I just think it's flipping hilarious. My Little Pony dudes went in and discovered My Little Pony and were like going, "Oh my god, this is awesome!"
Yeah.
Took it
Yeah.
over.
Well, season 4, Generation 4 had an amazing story and it had good moral lessons as well.
Yeah. And I think
Yeah,
that's
there
one of
were
the
some.
reasons.
Yeah, there were some woke moments, but it wasn't phoned in, and it was never the center of anything.
Yeah, and I see. I think it's hilarious because girls, if there's an all guy space, the girls lose their ever loving shit. Like, oh, we got to take that over. You can't have an all boy space.
Yeah,
but they want to have their all girl spaces all the time. It's
Oh yeah, hypocrisy abounds.
Because
Hypocrisy abounds.
yeah,
it's like when I needed therapy, and needed help, but they wouldn't let me into the domestic abuse therapy group therapy because they didn't
You're
want
a
a guy there.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't care that I was the victim. They got the bullying, but she was kicked out of my ass. They didn't care, and that just. But yeah,
It stinks, man. It really does.
yeah.
I actually got there's a pretty decent guy who did the Driss Duerden audiobooks on YouTube / Spotify. He's pretty damn good. He does a really good job doing it. And I had no problem with the guy. I love listening to his shit. I was part of a Discord. But his daughter pulled that shit. Guys can make comments and whatever in the chat that girls aren't comfortable with, so we have to have a girls only space. Okay, cool. We'll have a guys only space then. Oh no, that's sexist. What?
Yep.
Literally
can
pulling the
have-
Marcus Nowsy bruh moment with that.
if you can have
again.
an all girls space, you should be allowed to have an all boys space. Just like
Agreed.
if you can have an all black space, you should be able to have an all white space.
And if it's
Or-
sexist, if it's sexist for there to be an all boy space, then it's sexist for there to be an all girl space.
Agreed.
Exactly.
That
And
is
that's-
where I stand, and I will die on that hill.
Agreed. As well.
Because it's
If it's wrong for one person to do it, then it is also wrong for the person who is pointing it out to do it.
right. Hate is hate. That's
Yep.
all there is to it. But like I said,
That's
this
why
whispered-
they have the whole. Here recently, I've been hearing about they have the whole reverse discrimination. There's no such thing as reverse fucking discrimination. It's
There's just
discrimination.
Or reverse fucking racism. Fuck off with
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
racism
It-
is racism, man.
Racism is racism is racism. It doesn't matter who's directing it at who. If you're directing it at someone who is different than you, it's racism. Period. Doesn't matter what the skin color is. It's fucking racism. There's
Yep.
no whitewashing it. There's no reverse about it.
But tish.
Exactly, guys.
Sorry, I had to throw that in there.
But like I said, if we could have got to the discovery and got to the whole Whisper Network, oh man, just imagine how
Oh, the fallout would have been glorious. It would have been Wall Street stock market level of executives absolutely fucking launching themselves off buildings just to escape.
you know what
Yep.
I would okay, I will say this right now.
The Epstein list all over again.
If
Mm.
the Epstein list I want to see released for a bit. I don't care if there's Republicans on that list. I don't
they keep
care.
they keep
Whoever
using it
is-
as
Whoever
keep-
is on that list, I want them out.
they keep using it as some sort of gotcha that there's Republicans on, there'll be Republicans on the list. We don't care. Whoever's on the fucking list needs to go. And if that
Yeah,
means
it should
that if that means Trump, if that means the fucking Clintons, if that means Obama's on the fucking list, we don't care. They go.
Yep. Because I will say this: we know Donald Trump's in the investigations because he was one of the high-ranking witnesses that helped them bring Epstein down.
Yeah, that's the key phrase they keep ignoring. Oh, but Trump's on the Epstein list. Yeah, he's part of the fucking investigation, genius. Of course, he's going to be in there.
Because he was the one of the primary witnesses in the investigation that brought Epstein down, and
Yep.
it's crazy that these people won't see that. It's like I keep saying, it's their irrational hatred overwhelming their rational minds and their common human decency. And
They need to have decency first.
You
And
can't have common decency if decency isn't common.
true, but like I
Well
said, whoever's on that list, I don't want them in government.
Yep.
I don't want them anywhere near positions of power, authority that they can be. They're already compromised, and if
They need
somebody
to be-
has
they all
that
need to be-
information,
They all need to be marched out on the street and either tarred and feathered, hung, or shot.
yeah,
Or
Or all
preferably
three.
all three.
I'm a big believer that they need to bring to make tarring and feathering great again,
Yeah.
because
Sorry for the fuck off.
when
Right.
we did,
We will make tarring and feathering great again.
because
I would have the best tar and feathering. I'll have all the kind of tarifferic. Nobody knows tarifferic better than I do.
Think about it. When we had tarring and feathering of corrupt politicians and bureaucrats and government officials,
Yeah.
we didn't have that many of them. You know,
Or it was so clandestine. People wouldn't have known in a lifetime.
yes, and
Agreed. I will 100%. The attitude that you can live in a completely different part other than your constituency and make decisions on that should be changed.
Yeah.
Back then, if you were standing election in a state or anything like that, you had to live in that state.
mhm.
And that was the whole point. You had people that were neighbors. So you'd have people who, they may make a really stupid decision or vote for something that the rest of the state didn't agree with. Yeah. Good luck walking home with everybody fucking staring daggers at you.
Mhm.
It made them think twice about trying to screw over their voters.
Exactly. That was the whole purpose of the way the American system was set up. Okay.
It also worked in the reverse, because that's how fucking prohibition came about, was the fucking busybodies leaning on everybody in government because we know where you live, we know where your children are. That's how the whole fucking
It's also-
Prohibition and Volstead Act got passed.
Well, prohibition got passed because of we had just legalized the right of women to vote, and they voted overwhelmingly for prohibition.
It also went hand in hand with the fact that the wet and dry argument for alcohol, women were a big pusher of that. Also, World War One. So you can't 100% blame the fact women getting the vote was the factor.
Yeah, but it's still one of those things.
It certainly helped.
Yeah.
It certainly helped. I'll admit that.
Yeah, then there was the abuse of alcoholics. I bet most of the women who voted for prohibition had abusive alcoholic husbands.
Yes, that certainly did help fuel that movement as well. Yes,
But I look at it this way. Whenever people say, "Oh, we need to ban guns," did it work? Did prohibition work? No. Did the war on drugs? Did that work?
Nope.
No, it didn't. See,
so why do you think banning guns is going to fucking work? You dumb shit.
Yep.
Exactly.
Look at all the places where they did ban guns. The murder rate in those places is astronomical.
And it's one of those things that just look at these people, and all I can say is grow up, because it's not.
I don't even go with grow up. I just scream retard.
Yeah, that
retard.
Well, for me, it's grow up or shut up.
Yeah,
I see what we did there.
but like I said, we've got.
Yep.
I love my country. I love the people in my country. I just think that we would be better off if
Choose your next words carefully.
I am. I just think we would be better off if we hit the reset button and go back to the Constitution as originally written.
You will realize what that also means.
That is a little bit too far back.
No.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Don't forget what that also entails.
We've already outlawed slavery, so that would not be coming back.
But resetting to what the Constitution was already written as, that means removing all the amendments.
No.
Yes.
We would still have the first 10 amendments, because that was
no, because the amendment.
The first 10 amendments, the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments were part of the signing of the Constitution. That was That was the only reason why the people signed the Constitution was those 10 amendments. Because
if you say so. Usually the term of amendment is that it's amended after the document is signed. That's the point.
No, like I said, if you read remember the Federalist and Anti-Federalist papers was the debates on getting the Constitution passed. And the first 10 amendments came about, the Bill of Rights came about because of those debates of proving that the true power lied in the hands of we the people and not the government.
But it also still doesn't negate my argument, because then you lose the 13th one. As I said, you sure you really want to push that one?
It's everything after the 10th Amendment that we'd be losing.
Yeah, because everything after the 10th Amendment, a lot of the stuff. Okay, I truly believe this. The way the Founding Fathers wanted it to be was property owners were the only ones allowed to vote because they had the skin in the game. Now, guess what? Slap yourself and go, this is my property. Your body is your property. It's that simple.
As I said, you're treading on very dangerous ground right now, Richard.
The reason why
you've got 3 amendments after that last one, that the 10th Amendment was passed, and as I said, what does the 13th Amendment do?
Yeah.
You've got an entire percentage of the population that would then be considered less than human.
No, they wouldn't.
Yes, they would. That is the whole point of that amendment, is what it did.
Okay, the whole 3/5 clause did not deal with people of African American heritage. It dealt only with people who were slaves, and that wasn't at the time exclusively African American.
Fair.
Yeah, I believe they did have white slaves back then. It was rare, but it was a thing.
Yeah, fair. I'll admit on that one, but still,
but what I'm saying is
very dangerous ground here.
But the Founding Fathers wanted to make it so easy for you to be able to vote, even though you were supposed to be a property owner. They were selling little plots of land that were like the size of your fist. Mm-hmm. So you would be considered a property owner so you could vote. So a modern way of seeing that is your property is your body. And you can take your property anywhere you want to go. If you don't like living in North Carolina, go to South Carolina. If you don't like living in South Carolina, go to Texas. Wherever you want to move to, you take your property with you. It also is the reason why I feel this way is the fact it's your body. Somebody attacked your body, they're doing property damage to you. This also falls under the fact that I served in the military and we were classified as government property.
Yeah,
if somebody,
if
somebody damaged you, that was damaging government property, and they went after them. That the federal government goes, "You did what to my property here?"
It's why I nearly got charged for having let's just say some very obvious marks on my neck. let's just say she got very, very, very excited.
Like I said, you pervy. You pervy.
I think that should be Shrubby's new nickname, Pervy.
Fuck you. Fuck it to bucket if that's the case then.
Hang on.
Forget Grumpet to Grumpet. It's fuck it to bucket.
Hang on.
There he is. There's the cone of shame.
There we go.
You will experience the cone of shame.
But like I said, guys, I feel like a factory reset is what we're going to end up having to do. Because
on the surface level, I can see your point, but as I said, that's
the system has gotten so corrupt. That's why I say that, because almost the entirety of the federal government needs to be wiped clean.
Yeah, agreed. On the surface level, I do agree, but as I pointed out, with you're removing all the amendments up to the 10th Amendment. Yeah, there's a lot of really dangerous legal area there. You're really asking for trouble on that one.
Well,
like the phrase goes, good intentions don't mean dick here. The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
But the road to hell is paved with screwed intentions.
Also,
if we just went back to the Constitution with all the current amendments and have a constitutional government, the better off we would be. Because right now, the federal government's not been governed by the Constitution in a long time.
Well,
the Federal Reserve should not exist.
Agreed.
By the Constitution.
I will 100% agree with that one.
Okay,
the level of bullshit the Federal Reserve has got away with, most certainly.
Okay, Congress is supposed to be held to the same standards as the citizenry that they are legislating over. But guess what? They're not. OSHA is not enforced in the in Congress. Remember, Congress, when they forced us to have to take the COVID shots, they exempted themselves, their families, and their staffs families from that mandatory shot.
Yep. I never got any shots.
Neither did I.
I heard too many horror stories about perfectly ordinary people becoming mentally disabled.
Not just that, there was a whole lot of physical stuff too. And it was the RNA vaccinations was all new. And the fact that it was rewriting your DNA, that I was like, wait a minute, I need more information on that before I even go near that.
Yep.
And I've got friends of mine that were hypochondriacs that worked in the government. They quit because they were like, no, it's not been tested enough to go in my body. And I don't blame them, because this was all new stuff. And like I said, we just need to get back to a system to where the federal government is held accountable by the American people. That's where we're
on the whatever argument overall. Yes, I agree. As I said, for the most part, yes, the system is so broken, it needs a hard reset to sort its shit out, and I will 100% agree with that one. Unfortunately, as I pointed out, the resetting across the board of the Constitution like that, yeah, it's.
Well, when I say
that, you are really asking for trouble in legality as well. Don't forget a multitude of other protections you have under the law, thanks to amendments as well.
Well, let's keep the amendments then. Just go back to the Constitution, reset to the Constitution and all the amendments that it's got right now, and we would be set. We would be able to clean house and put things back to right, because most of the stuff that's going on in the federal government, like I said, is extra constitutional. It's outside the scope of the Constitution. The federal government is doing things that the federal government's not allowed to do by the Constitution. Those continuing resolutions, that's a no-no.
Yeah, whatever edicts, bills passed, all that other shit. Yeah, fair.
And a standing army is not supposed to be happening. A standing Navy and Marine Corps, yes. Standing Army, no. It's supposed to be a very small professional army supported by the National Guard or the militia, what ended up becoming the National Guard. That's where it's supposed to be. And I'm a vet. I love the military. To me, the military is one of those things that it was one of the few places that was a true meritocracy. You didn't get rank unless you earned it. But it's not been that way since I was in. Because I've talked to too many people that went in when I did that watched as people, especially officers, got promoted just not because they knew what they were doing. It's because they knew which butts to kiss and which politicians to use as their patrons, which is something that the American military was never supposed to be, because we were always like, we don't want to be the British Army.
Well, even the British Army never is anywhere that hasn't been that way for a very long time.
Yeah.
In terms of, it was always whoever's butt you had to kiss. It was always very much a meritocracy. But granted, the social structures of it and whatever did allow quite a bit of, jobs for the boys. But that hasn't been that way for a very long time.
Yeah. But like I said, that the way the U.S. Army originally, officers and non-commissioned officers were elected by the unit themselves. They elected their officers, they elected their sergeants, and so on. Because, which was in contrast to at the time of the founding of the United States Army. In the British Army, you had to buy your commission.
Very much so.
And depending on how much money you could toss around was how high of a rank you could buy.
But it wasn't solely limited to social status either. It's simply you had to have the money. Granted, most of the lower classes couldn't hope to afford that in a month of fucking Sundays, but the option was still there.
Yeah. But like I said, I just want us to get back to a point to where the people themselves have control over the government, as it should be.
I can somewhat agree,
because I feel that way about all government, because true power lies in the hands of the people, not the leaders.
Yep.
Though I do admit, the older I get, the more I start to have a lot more sympathy for things like a monarch, because the monarch is outside of politics. But I've also that I don't believe in absolute monarchy, because that does that. I'm like, oh God, no.
Yeah, you quite literally handing all the physical governable power to one person. We've already seen how dumb that fucking idea is.
Yeah, we've had a couple of thousand years of historical evidence of how that doesn't work.
Fucking stupid that is. Yeah.
Yep.
And
anyway, not to dampen anything, but we are running kind of short on time.
Yes, it's almost 8 o'clock. So yes, let's go ahead and start wrapping it up.
All right, we covered everything that we've wanted to discuss so far.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
Except,
right, cool.
like I said, we'll be taking the Roblox stuff to Rumble later. You think we'll do it on Wednesday night after we do the YouTube?
I believe that could be worked out.
All right.
We could also possibly do it tomorrow night if you wish as well.
Tomorrow I'm going to be running a Cyberpunk game for the gaming crew.
We don't necessarily have to do it live. We can always record it and discuss it, and then you can upload it to Rumble. So whatever's
that's
sort of
true.
available. Yeah,
That's
whatever
true.
whatever you want to do, dude. So
all right, we'll figure it out. But whenever, because it might be one of those where we do a small bit on YouTube and say we're transferring everything now over to Rumble, because
Like Tony does.
yeah, because this is something that some of the stuff I'm going to take a hit on it, because some of the stuff that we're going to be talking about, I do think
it's not gonna be fun.
Yeah. And that way, the reason why we moved it to Rumble, and that way you'll follow us over there to watch it. Because in all honesty, there's stuff that they don't allow us to talk about here on YouTube. But they will allow things like Dick or Dildo or the Elsa and Spider-Man stuff that's aimed at children, but it's adult material that's aimed at kids. But yet, if we use naughty words, we get in trouble.
We can't even talk about it because it's naughty words.
Exactly.
How retarded is that?
And none of this stuff is for kids that I do. It's frustrating.
Agreed. But the fact that you even put on the channel, this is not meant for kids, is still no deterrent.
Yep.
Exactly. Well, okay, let's go with Jeff. Tell everybody what you got coming up.
All right. So here, the last couple days, I've started pushing my production into overdrive. I'm trying to rack up a little bit of content for the future, so I'll have a 2-month span where I can work on a couple of projects that I want to do. And hopefully I'll be able to get all that done and have some genuine content that people will enjoy. I have a couple of reviews that I want to do. One of them I've already started recording the footage for.
Oh, sweet. You got anything, Shrubby?
No, pretty much the same as it usually is. Uploaded my first video, as Tony was kind enough to announce for everybody last night. At this point, so yeah, basically just my first edited video. Happy to everybody go have a look if they feel so. Feel free to fucking rip into it, call it crap. I don't mind, because it's any advice and any whatever that people can suggest is nothing but gravy at this point, because I know I'm not anywhere near as good as I can be. So any practical advice or even just sheer don't do that, that's just lame, would be more than welcomed. I am aware of the jump in the first 20 minutes of 2 videos playing back to back on each other, so there's no context for the joke. No idea how that happened. Still can't figure that out. So I don't know how to fix it. So one of those things that it just decided it's going to do it. So fuck you, because that's why.
Well, just do what I'm doing. I'm learning as I go.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what
I'll tell people, and I don't even know. I only know the basics of using StreamYard, and so there's that.
See, because this video was recorded ages and ages and that long before I even joined Tony's stuff. It was actually done when I was still trying to use OBS as part of my streaming.
Yeah,
and unfortunately, due to my router having an issue, as I put in the intro of the video, due to my router having an issue that day, it recorded, but everything's out of sync. So the audio and the visual are all out of sync. So
yeah,
I'm trying to set up audio jokes over visual that don't match what's actually happening in the game. So it was one of those. It's like I really, it was okay for watching as a stream, because they were still getting the game as they were, as they were seeing it. But yeah, going back and trying to make audio jokes, everything like that, it just, it doesn't 100% work. But as I explained in the intro for that, it was just meant to be a proof of concept. It was just simply putting all the editing stuff together, seeing how I can work it to make jokes, how to make jokes land, and basically set it up as a whole edited video. So, if I've at least somewhat semi achieved that, great.
Yep, that's cool, brother.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, I say this every time: share the things you love with others. This world needs a lot more love in it, and we need to be the positive change in the world that we want. We need to become the inspiration for that change by our example. Show the world we're human. We're just like them. We're just like we are you. We love, we cry, we fear, we do all the same things. Just be good to each other, guys, and be blessed. See y'all next time.
Later, assholes.